Is your waistline getting bigger despite eating healthy? Maybe your moods are up and down. Maybe you're tired all the time during the day, but at night you can't seem to fall asleep, right? So, what's really going on? Now, before you blame yourself for lack of willpower or self discipline or buy another supplement, it's time we address your hormones because those are most likely to blame. And so today I'm going to discuss why it's been so difficult to finally lose that extra weight and that belly fat and have the energy that you want so you can think better, do more, and feel more productive and enjoy a healthy life. So, what is going on with this excess weight and the belly fat despite, you know, extra crunches and dieting and all of the other things you might have already tried? Well, the secret is that as you age, you become more estrogen dominant. Now, this is tricky because as women, we have three different types of estrogen and they're all protective. But there is one type of estrogen that's a little bit more devious, we could say. And as we age, the more protective estrogen tends to decrease, and the more toxic one tends to stay in the body. Now, this estrogen dominance usually comes in from outside triggers via the diet and other toxins that are in our environment that come in to our body. And this estrogen, it stores fat, and fat cells tend to attract fat cells. So the more estrogen dominant you tend to be, it's stored in the fat cells, which attract more fat cells to it. And so this is where the excess weight is. So it's really not so much that you haven't tried, the best things that you can for yourself. It's a matter of where are your hormones. So this is a hormone imbalance. You're estrogen dominant. So what do you do about it? Well, you have to be aware of what's triggering the estrogen dominance in your environment. And the top thing for most people is diet. And this is where a lot of people go wrong. All of these fad diets and trends, especially the high fat, high protein diets like keto and paleo, in a sense, they're not really so beneficial for women. Women do not get the same benefits as men because we have hormones and our bodies are completely different. A lot of women who are on keto or high protein, high fat animal diets, they tend to get really good results at the beginning, but then tend to plateau eventually. And that's because your hormones have caught up and they're still out of sync. And at first, you were making really great changes in your lifestyle, and everybody's going to benefit when you stop eating potato chips and pizza and all kinds of junk food. But eventually, the body catches up, and as women, we have to be really in alignment with our hormones. And a high fat, high protein diet doesn't really allow that. They're just trends, they're just fads, and they're marketing tools to set most women up for hormone imbalances in the future. And so that is probably what you're dealing with. And so to get rid of the estrogen dominance, we have to really evaluate how much animal fat and protein are you consuming every single day? Because what that does is it slows down your liver. Your liver wants to detox all day to protect you from the toxins coming in from food and from other triggers in the environment like plastics, but it can't do that so well if it's bogged down because you're constantly eating bacon and eggs and steak all day. And so your liver really gets congested. So to balance your hormones, you need an optimized liver so it can detox all of the toxins that are coming in faster than you're getting them out and break down all of the hormones because you're a woman and you're cycling or you're perimenopausal or you're postmenopausal, you still have hormones. So you need optimal liver function, and high fat, high protein diets are not built for that. And so, yeah, estrogen dominance needs to be addressed if you are dealing with excess weight that's stubborn, especially in the belly, because you're just storing fat over time and over time. And if you are going gung-ho and you're living at the gym and you're doing really great work there, it's really great for your body and mind and other functions. But if you are not toning that muscle and losing that belly fat or losing that all around fat, it's because your hormones, your adrenal glands might be exhausted, and you're pumping and rushing all of this cortisol, all of this adrenaline through your exercise routine, and you're feeling great, and that's awesome because you need to sweat to reduce stress and feel good, but it's at the cost of your adrenal glands. And then at night what happens is you're wired and you're tired and you're wired and you want to go to bed, but you can't. And that is because your cortisol, your adrenal glands are spiked and pumped up. And so given you have a high fat, high animal protein diet and you're exercising, you see how your hormones are at play here, and it just delves into more and more and more of a hormonal imbalance. So what do? Well, you have to know that you have to live in alignment with your hormones, and the best way to do that on a daily, before you reach for medication and before you reach for any supplements, is what foods are you choosing? Are you eating foods that are disrupting your hormones? Are they inflammatory? Those are the obvious ones, like the cheese, the pizzas, the chips. All of those processed foods are definitely inflammatory. So those are obvious. But what if you're trying a healthy diet, like a keto diet or a paleo diet, and they're healthier because you're not eating all the junk food, and you're getting some results, but still over time you have stalled, and then you're not seeing the weight, you're still feeling a little bit tired, and you may not have even resolved any of the hormonal imbalances that you initially came in with, right? And so living in alignment with your hormones is knowing that you have to choose foods that are light, easy to detox, easy to digest, and work with your hormones. The cleansing foods, like all of the cruciferous vegetables, they are essential for your liver. They help your liver every single day, help you detox what shouldn't be in your body, what's clogging up the liver, clean out your blood so you can have fresh blood to your heart and your arteries and your circulation and your skin. And, start there. Fruits and vegetables are always the way to go, but with these high fat protein diets, there's fruit fear. No fruit. No, God, no, because it's going to, cause an imbalance in your blood sugar. And that's simply not true. Where are you going to get your vitamins and minerals from if you're not eating fruit? It's fructose with water. It's bound to minerals and vitamins. So you have to eat in alignment with what your hormones, what your hormones in your liver and your digestive system can tolerate. And most of it are in healing foods at the right time throughout your cycle. And there's definitely a strategy for that. And so I have a new training, and it goes into more detail as to what you can do and what foods you probably have in your kitchen right now that are holding you back and congesting your liver and creating this toxicity and this estrogen dominance that's holding you back from losing those extra pounds and having a balanced mood and feeling great and just having that energy so that you don't have to live on coffee every single day, and that when you go and work out and start doing those crunches, you can actually start seeing that definition rather than that flab that just won't go away. There's a reason for that. And so if you want to go and check out that training, let me know below and I'll be happy to send you the link. But all in all, you have to start living in alignment with your hormones. Start choosing foods that are cleansing, repairing, and then nourishing your hormones rather than bogging them down with all of this high fat, high protein, animal saturated fat diet that is probably your missing link to those excess pounds and that that energy that you want to feel great throughout the day. So I hope you enjoyed this, and take care.